So, Marty, I want to talk about Plan B. Well, hopefully I don't have to use this Plan B, but should the day ever come where I need to leave my current job and I need to find something else, a lot of insurance agencies around here, people seem to like the job. So I want to learn how to get into it, why I would get into it, all those kinds of things.
Okay.
So let's first start, though, with you. How did you get into insurance and why did you get into insurance?
Mine's a little different of a story. My grandpa used to be an insurance agent. And as soon as I got started in sales, I got into retail when I was like 19 years old. And grandpa started to say, oh, well, you should come talk to me. And 19-year-old, I have no desire to sell insurance. Insurance is so boring. And so absolutely not. Thank you, grandpa. Talk to you at the next family gathering. And then I went from retail into advertising. And he said, oh, well, you got all these business contacts, you should really look at insurance. And by then I was in my early 20s and I was considering, but I also looked at, oh man, that's going to be the sort of job where you put in the work early. I got a young family now. Like I know there's no way I'm not going to do that. And so, then I found out we were expecting twins. And I was like, yeah, okay, this job that I'm at is not for the long term, but insurance could be. And so I actually had to sit down and kind of reviewed with him. I actually met with other agents as well to consider whether the independent was the best way to go or another way. And I had to sit down with grandpa and it made sense that to try it. And so I ended up starting as a producer at another company.
A producer?
Yeah, you just get out and sell the insurance policies. So
so like the hard grunt work.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, you get out and you hit the streets and you go see people and get their policies and bring them back and do the quoting. So that's how I got started in it. And that's, I think, how most people that get started, they don't usually start from scratch and just go run an insurance company. That's for sure.
All right. So in insurance, as far as I'm aware, there's just the agent. What roles are there actually in insurance?
Yeah. CSR, customer service rep, is a big one that they're not necessarily licensed, so they can't give information when it comes to your coverages and all that, but they can help answer your billing questions and process changes and get you ID cards, things like that. So customer service reps are plentiful. They have commercial lines experts. They have personal lines experts. Producers are the ones that get out and bring in the sales. And then agents usually, it's a combination of, you might be a CSR and an agent. You might be a personal lines agent. You might be a producer and an agent. You might be the owner of the company and an agent. So
right.
An agent is going to be one that is managing policies as well. So not just throwing them in and getting them sold.
So when you say managing policies, what do you actually mean by that?
Well, we keep an eye on just making sure that if we see big increases, we can reach out to people and let them know. But really, it's a matter of somebody gets a new vehicle, when we take a look at that. Somebody has a increase and we need to shop them around, we do that. Somebody has a potential claim, they do that. We're trying to monitor these people. As you meet with somebody, they might have been one risk when you first signed them up, but a few years later, all of a sudden they're now married, they're expecting kids, they got a motor home that they didn't have before, and they're considering buying their second property. And now all of a sudden it's like, okay, are we still in the same market? Are we still there? And as an agent, that's where you ask for that sit down and let's have a review and let's make sure that we're still where we need to be.